Today we're at Victoria Harbour and we're going to look at two projects from the M+ collections. They take us back in time and look at different histories of the city, its representations, and the nature of travel. The first project is Henry Steiner's branding for a short-lived helicopter service called Hong Kong Air, launched in 1970. In 1970, when Hong Kong Air was established, the only way to get from Hong Kong Island to the Kowloon Peninsula and back was by ferry. Following the opening of the Cross Harbour Tunnel in 1972, Hong Kong Air suspended its scheduled airport service at the end of 1973. But what is remarkable in that the few short years that it operated, it carried over 96,000 passengers. Henry's design is dominated by a vibrant orange and yellow colorway, bold sans serif typography, and a sharp logo that can be read both as a runway and the H of Hong Kong Air. In contrast to the bold graphic style that Henry chose for the overall branding of Hong Kong Air, he decided to look back to the past for a set of postcards he produced for the company as souvenirs. The image of Hong Kong as Victoria Peak rising up out of the harbour is one that traces its roots to an image from the 19th century in a painting made largely for an audience of foreign traders or tourists. It is this history of travel, commerce, adventure, and representation that Henry Steiner drew upon for this set of postcards. The second project is a series of photographs of Hong Kong taken by the Japanese photographer Nobuyoshi Araki on a visit he made to the city in 1997. Araki's unique style of photography can be spontaneous and unplanned, intimate and confessional. In April 1997, Araki made the unusual decision to travel to Hong Kong. He spent 5 days here. Although he was used to staying in Tokyo and remaining in Japan, photographing the life around him, this decision would change his life and change his career forever. The series of photographs that Araki made while here is called Hong Kong Kiss. They're like a diary of a journey taken over 5 days between the 16th and the 20th of April. In them, Araki captures his impressions of a city on the cusp of uncertain change. He described his encounter, particularly the intensity of the humid atmosphere in Hong Kong, as being charged with a kind of eroticism, like meeting a woman for the first time. In his tender, intimate portraits, he captures the city and its inhabitants a little unawares and a little obliquely, subverting the idea of photography as souvenir. Through Henry Steiner's branding for Hong Kong Air and Araki's photographic travel diary, we're invited to travel back in time, to imagine the harbour as it was in the past, and to anticipate the transformations to come.